everybody.
And welcome to Trashterpiece Theater.
Anyway.
Great job.
What was it? Thanks.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Okay, Corey's done hosting, apparently.
Okay, all right. So, what do you want me to say? So we are all together. I'm Corey, and we are going to be reading radio plays today. Because it's fun. It's fun. I'm Corey.
Just the one tonight. Hi.
Just the one. Just the one tonight.
How can they interact with us?
Okay, so for $10, you can donate, and you can make any one of us do an accent or an impersonation. No vomiting. We're not doing vomiting. And that's for 10 lines. For $15, you can make someone sing their lines for to a certain tune. And again, that's 10 lines. And for $20, you make all of us do a group accent for 2 whole pages.
Woo!
And every $100 that gets donated collectively, we all have to sing the lines for, again, 2 pages.
Yay. And just by the way, we didn't talk about this earlier, but if you weren't here last week, I mean the cast members, it's 2 pages for group stuff and 10 lines for individual things.
Yeah.
Right.
And then whenever group thing happens, it immediately pauses the individual things and we go to the group thing.
Yeah.
And then
Just
your
keep track of
individual
your
things
lines.
pop back up. Yeah.
Oh, double Optimus for Dino. Thanks, Trashterpiece.
You missed me last week, didn't you? All right.
Yeah, doubled up.
Gotta make up for it.
Oh, man. So it's 20 lines?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And today's story is mainly starring Dino and Haley. If you know if that helps you with your donations. They got the bulk of the lines.
Yes.
By the way, I don't know if you're watching tonight, but Deadly Nightshade, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yay!
Birthday?
Yeah,
A birthday.
Let's call her.
birthday.
I'm sorry
You
for taking
should.
a Friday off.
I don't have her phone number. Do you have her phone number?
Maybe I do. Hold on.
Yeah, we can go
Yeah, we should call her.
Definitely call her.
Yeah.
Call her on air. Call her on air.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call Kenny on air. Why not?
Heck, yes.
Somebody has
We
her
have no
number.
shame.
Text it.
You don't have your own friend's phone number?
I lost a lot of my numbers when I got.
Goodness.
That's what Facebook Messenger calling is for.
Well, I'll try that. Okay, hold on.
Whoa, pick a tune. You'll be back from Hamilton for Cucumber. Thank you, Arsenal Roy 2K.
All right.
I mean, I don't know
We
any
don't know
songs
any
from them.
Gotta watch it.
Disney Plus.
Gotta watch it.
I
That's
need
so
to
good.
definitely go watch it as well. I have not seen it yet.
I'm going to watch
Calling
it tomorrow.
Connie. I'm calling Connie.
Are we singing? What are we doing?
Oh,
Yeah, let's sing a song. Let's sing.
She might be streaming.
you better pick
Connie, answer
up.
the phone.
You better up, it's streaming.
Connie, answer the phone.
She's not.
You're
She's not.
embarrassing us, Connie.
Nah.
You know what? She might be having some birthday
Yes.
time.
She's
You know
married
what I mean?
later.
Maybe she's busy.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Busy.
Busy.
Everyone should get your.
Oh,
everyone
well.
should get your 2-week trial for Disney Plus. Just watch Hamilton and
Nope,
then cancel.
you can't. No more free trial.
That's the most Disney thing that ever Disney.
Sounds
Souls.
on
She's
brand.
not
for
answering.
Disney.
It's done.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well.
Oh,
We tried.
We tried.
Yeah, we tried. Sorry, Connie. Guess you don't have a happy birthday. Shit.
The attempt was made.
Well, she missed it. Well,
Well, no.
See you
We take
later.
it back. No more happy birthdays for you.
That's it. You don't get any birthdays.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, Hype Train success. What we get?
I don't know.
Level 1. Woot.
Nice.
Do we want to go around and introduce ourselves and say generally what characters we're playing?
absolutely.
Yes.
Like,
Sure.
So I am Corey. I'm going to be playing juror number 2, Mrs. McDonald, Waterbury, Libby Collins, Arnburst, and Sophie.
Wait.
What?
Yes. Nothing.
What?
What?
Do I have anything wrong?
Wait.
It was just
We're
funny
messing it up
because there
already.
I need something.
What?
last week there was those
Hello?
like similar character names, and I was just like, wait, is that the right script?
And some of them are like the
named those-
announcers.
Oh.
It's because we named those characters, remember, before the meeting, because I had to scramble the recast.
That's
why.
where I remembered hearing them.
Oh,
And I'm Chunk. And I'm playing a bunch of stuff.
I'm Cucumber. I shall be playing Lionel Barrymore, Bill Docker, Charlie, Babcock, Salesman, Policeman, and Powell.
I'm Dino. Hi. I'm going to be playing Jimmy McDonald / the actor Dick Powell.
Nice. I'm Ryan. I'll be playing juror number 1, as well as Baxter, salesman number 2, Kid, and Darnell.
Hi, I'm Haley. And I will be playing Betty Casey and Linda Darnell.
Hey, I'm Justin. I'll be playing John Milton Kennedy, Don Harper, Mr. Zimmerman Jenkins, Miss Slidewell, and Schindel.
Oh, Mrs. Slidewell.
I sure hope these are right.
It's gonna be a fun ride, kids.
Just jump in.
Always
If you see
is.
something that's missing, just jump in, somebody.
Okay.
Just hop on in. All right.
Hi, Hardliner says, the Lionel Barrymore, Drew's dad? I think so, yeah. They're the Hollywood royalty, all the way back to like the old Barrymore from Jekyll and Hyde. They've been doing movies since there were movies.
It's like the 1200s.
Some of them performed at the theater as well too.
Those wacky Barrymores.
All right,
Wonderful.
let's start this.
What show are we doing tonight, everybody?
Host.
Oh,
Lux Radio Theater presents Christmas in July, originally on June 26, 1944.
which
Wow,
is
so they were wrong.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's weird. They didn't know.
Christmas in
They didn't know dates back then. Very loosey goosey with the
It was
calendar.
before the invention of July. This play actually brought July to the Americas.
Yeah. It's true.
Lux presents
Hold on.
Hollywood.
Hold on.
What the?
Apparently the link is broken. They can't
All
get
right,
this.
I get it.
Ooh,
Ryan's gonna fix
somebody
it.
broke it. I'm looking at you, Ryan.
Ryan,
Well,
why'd you do
apparently
that?
it changes because it
You
shouldn't
broke
have.
it.
Can you do better?
You broke
I
it.
can.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't have because it's the same folder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
same
weird. So I'll put that for now, and then I'll check why it's not working. It worked for me. I clicked the link and it worked.
Oh, you know what?
I don't
Put a
know what.
space between the follow the here and the HTTPS. That might be breaking it for some people,
Between.
depending on
I fixed
browser.
it.
Oh, also Tiger Run does the same thing.
I don't think anyone knows the words to that song. It's okay.
Nope. All
I don't
know
think
is
Dave Matthews knows the words to that.
Correct.
there's a lot out here.
All right.
Sounded more snap. Can I go now? Can I go now, Chunk? Can I go now, Chunk? Can I
Yeah,
go
you can
now?
go no.
Lux presents Hollywood. The Lux Radio Theater brings you Dino and Haley in Christmas in July with Cucumber and Chuck and Ryan and Corey.
You're back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your producer, Mr. Lionel Barrymore.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wondering what's happened to my young friend Cecil B. DeMille, well, oh wait, that's not me. I have to sing it. Fuck. Let me.
What happened?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wondering what's happened to my young friend Cecil B. DeMille, this is getting harder. Well, don't worry. He'll be back. You gotta be shitting me. Next week. This week he's in Chicago for an opening of Story of Dr. Wassell. And he's trusted me with keys to the Lux Radio Theater. I happen to have a week off at Metro Goldwyn Mayer. I'm looping to where they're celebrating
Better than
20
Baby.
years of making pictures by presenting a final production called The White Cliffs of Dover before sea be left. He'd arranged for a play and a cast, which I'm sure you're going to like, and which has been a pleasure for me to work with. Where do I get to the fucking die-die-dies? I'm lost.
Should have watched it this morning.
How does it? It's
Goodness.
a paramount hit. Christmas in July and the stars are two favorites of yours and mine. Dick Powell and Linda Darnell. Naturally, boy meets girl in this story. But from there, Mr. President Sturgis, who wrote and directed the picture, has a brand new idea, which will give you a few surprises before the hour's over. CB were here tonight. I guess he said something about locks. Legs at this point. Well, now I don't know much about laundry, but I do know that a theater like this is wonderful thing about 30 million people. Fuck me. Okay. To an old trooper like me, the idea of an audience enjoying these plays without buying a ticket is fantastic, but here it is. You don't have to buy a thing. Of course, the sponsor of this theater won't be exactly angry if you go out and try some Lux Flakes. But after you try it, then we want you to decide the whole matter on its merits. Fuck, you'll see. We know just how it's going to come out. And now let's go back a few years to a time when hearts were young and gay, and a certain boy and girl discovered Christmas in July. Here's a curtain for this first act, starring Dick Powell as Jimmy and Linda Darnell as Betty, with Raymond Walburn as Maxford. That's still me, isn't it?
Yep.
Fuck.
That was only one.
Line.
The third.
Ooh. Ooh. Can someone just hum up into the die-die-dies? Because I literally am stuck.
I will send the first battalion to remind you of my love. Da, 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 da.
Uh-huh. 5 months ago, the Maxford House Coffee Company. Fuck! I heard it. It's so hard to find. $1,000 first prize for best Maxford House Coffee slogan, and in 3 minutes over the Maxford House Coast to Coast radio program, the winner's name is scheduled to be announced, but something that even Dr. Maxford himself could foresee has happened. After plowing through 1,000,000 entries, the bleary-eyed and weary juries, hopelessly deadlocked, and now into their hushed and solemn precinct, Dr. Maxford descends with all the graciousness of a blockbuster.
And thank you, Dyson Wolf, for the donation. Says, hey, Ryan, how about singing the lines to My Shot from Hamilton?
Yep.
Cool. Quiet. What's all this hogwash about, a deadlock? Where's the verdict? Answer my question, you idiots.
Don't ask us. Ask Bitlocker. He's been holding out all day.
I'll hold out forever. A bunch of fat-headed, mealy-mouthed lame brains. Why would I agree to anything like that?
Something.
Quiet. You don't know what our program is on air. You don't know what the whole. You don't know that the whole of America is waiting for your verdict. that you're giving heart failure to the Western Hemisphere. What do you know about picking slogans anyways? Why would you know a slogan? Why? You wouldn't know a slogan if you slept on one. If you gentlemen had the combined brains of a glowworm.
But we're all agreed, Doctor. That is all except the brilliant Mr. Bill Docker.
Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Bill Docker. I'm giving you just 4 seconds flat to get in line.
Oh, no, you're not. I'm a member of this jury, and I'm going to vote the way I think is right. If it takes 10 years, I'm giving my services free to a bunch of suckers who fell for a lot of drivel that don't allow.
Hello? Over here are we? Well, that's just lovely.
What?
The Maxford House program is signing off.
Oz. Thank you, TKH328. Chunk, do it like you're an awkward school play, aka you're flower number 4 and have stage fright.
That's wonderful.
I feel like that's like someone from someone's past.
The Maxford House program is singing off the air, gentlemen. So take your time. You can stay here this Wednesday for all I care. Or you can stay here till Hoboken is over. You have failed their promises to the public.
That's my boy.
We have muffed the most dramatic advertising moment in the annals of comedy.
He said anals.
And you made a fat head out of me. The next nitwit who talks to me about a contest had better jack before I swing on him. In conclusion, gentlemen, and especially you, Mr. Bill Docker, let me say that I have seen far better heads in a glass of beer.
Good job, honey.
Oh, so good. Oh, that little boy.
Harper. That's me! Ladies and gentlemen, we bring to a close the 449th Maxford House program. I wish I could have given you the winner's name, but I'm afraid it'll have to wait until next week, Wednesday. But after all, like the prisoner said, when the hangman couldn't find the rope, no news is good news.
Oh, turn it off, Betty.
Oh, may as well.
This is Don Harper wishing you all a good...
How do you like that? They'd build you up to a big finish, then leave you hanging on a meat hook. Come on, I'll walk down with you. Oh, I'm sorry. Shit. I'll start the next one.
Oh, let's stay here and talk, Jimmy. It's so hot.
That's a great way to spend an evening, sitting on the roof of broken down apartment house, because I don't have the dough to do anything else.
Oh, that's not so. It's cool up here. Besides, you wouldn't have missed listening to Maxford House for anything.
A lot of good that did me. I wish... I'm weird. I'm doing something weird.
You were in a show called Trashterpiece.
Yeah, that's right.
I wish they'd get that contest over one way or another. You start thinking about that $25,000 or even the second prize of $10,000.
Or even anything.
You said it, Sam. And then when you're practically got it right in your midst, they leave you there without tongue hanging out.
Did you really think you were going to win it, Jimmy?
I haven't lost it yet, have I?
How many contests have you lost?
Never mind. But every time I've lost one, I've doubled my chances on the next. It's what you call the law of averages. Like when I lost on how many peanuts there are. That was more Nixon. How many peanuts there are in this window?
How many what are in the window?
What? Excuse me?
I don't know.
One bouncy bounce, two bouncy
Peanuts
bounce.
are there in this window. Well, that doubled my chances on the You Fill in the Missing Words contest.
But you lost that one too.
Oh, so I was 8-1, and when I went into the limerick contest.
But you didn't win it, Jimmy.
Well, that's what makes it such a cinch this time. And can't you see? We're over there on Broadway, a great big electric sign. A guy swallows his coffee, and it says, "If you don't sleep at night, it isn't the coffee, it's the bunk." You gotta admit, that's some slogan.
Uh-huh.
I lost track of how many I did. Hold on. Okay, cool. Well, do you get the point? Do you understand what it means?
Yes.
Well, it's as clear as crystal. It isn't the coffee, it's the bunk. If you don't sleep at night, it isn't the coffee that keeps you awake, it's the bunk.
I know what it says. I just don't understand it.
Well, a kid of 2 could understand it. That Viennese doctor in the Sunday paper, he said that old idea's that is just a superstition. Instead of keeping you awake, coffee makes you sleep. Now that's simple enough, isn't it? Coffee makes you sleep.
It doesn't make me sleep.
Well, he says it makes you sleep. He's a Viennese doctor.
Jimmy, coffee keeps you awake. That's a well-known fact. Why, you're so pig-headed about it.
I tell you, it's a new scientific theory. People only drink coffee keeps them awake. Only think coffee keeps them awake. Why am I missing words? Those kind of people are nervous wrecks and couldn't sleep anyway. So if I say you don't sleep at night, it isn't the coffee, it's the bunk. Do you get it?
I guess so.
It's the... Oh, you guess so? What's it mean?
It's the bunk.
Yes, but do you get the play on words?
Oh, Jimmy, you don't need a play on words. Anytime anybody tells you that coffee makes you sleep, you don't need a play on words to know it's the bunk.
Don't you understand, Sam? Don't you understand it's funny? The Autobots get it, we need to. It means if you don't sleep at night, it isn't the coffee that keeps you awake. It's the bunk, the bed, the bed.
With me, it's the coffee.
Oh.
Oh, Jimmy, you know I want you to win. I'm just as anxious as you are. And gee, when you lose this one, just think how much better your chances are on the next one.
Fine chance anybody's got it winning anything if everybody goes around saying coffee keeps you awake.
All right. Let's go downstairs and drink a gallon of coffee and see which one sleeps the longest.
Oh, shut up.
Jimmy!
Oh, yes, Mother.
Mr. Zimmerman says, will you please not talk so loud? He's trying to go to sleep.
Tell him to drink a cup of coffee.
And don't get cold up there.
All right, Mother.
Oh, Jimmy. You know I'd like you just as much if you didn't win that old contest.
That's because you're a sap.
I am not a sap.
Nix.
2 can live cheaply as 1, you know.
Who wants to live cheaply?
Jimmy, what would you do if you won the $25,000?
Stick it in the bank.
Wouldn't you even buy a little ring or something?
Oh, what's the use of talking about it, honey? You know I'd spend it all on you and Mom. I'd get you a big, shiny car and a swell apartment right in the middle of downtown where the Autobots took over. Anything you wanted, we'd be happy, all right.
Oh, we could be happy anyway.
When you say that, you just make me mad. Now look at my own mother. She's never been to the country for more than 1 day. Never had any nice furniture. The dream of her life is a Davenport that turns into a double bed at night with a crank. She's never had a decent dress, except that's what she's made herself. And my old man, worn out at 48, and died because he couldn't afford a decent doctor. So I earn $26 a week, and you want to get married.
And I earn 18, and that makes 44. So?
Sure. And you've got your ma, and I've got mine. And then we have a baby, and you have to stop working, and we're right back at the same old 26 again, except then there's you, and the kid, and the 2 old ladies, and Bumblebee.
But Jimmy, darling.
Nix, honey, nix. They didn't give you wrists like that and hands like that to spoil them scrubbing floors for a dope like me. A man's got to look out for himself in this old world, and a girl's got to do the same, instead of fooling away her time on a guy like me, unless he crashes through.
Oh, you make me tired.
Then go to bed.
Well, That's a nice thing to say. You invite a girl over to your roof and then you yell at her. Listen, if I wanted to be insulted, I could have gone out with a credit manager.
Who's stopping you?
Well, thank you very much. It's very nice to know where I stand.
I think that was 20. That might have been off. Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe I will go out with a credit manager. Good night.
Wait a minute. I'll help you with that skylight.
Kindly let go of my arm and mind your own business. Go on.
Oh, shut up.
Why don't you shut up?
Why don't you both shut up?
Wise guy. Now don't fall down the ladder.
I've been down the ladder before.
You fell down it before, too.
Oh, good night.
Yeah, see you at the office.
Aren't you going to take me?
Oh, well, okay.
Good night, Jimmy.
Good night, honey.
Good night, darling.
Good night, darling.
Good night.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, that's me. Yeah?
Aren't you supposed to be singing?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I got to go on into the hall and phone. Tip me off if the boss comes in, will you?
Yeah, who you gonna phone?
Oh, the Maxford House Coffee Company. Maybe they picked the winner of that slogan contest by now.
Oh, go ahead, Jimmy. If I see Waterbury, I'll warn you.
Thanks. I'll be right back.
Hey, I'll get a load of that. I wonder what one of those suckers would do if they ever did win anything.
Well, it's very easy to find out.
Chuck, get your hands out of your pants.
All you need is a telegram blank, some scissors, and some glue. You type it out, you cut it in strips, and you glue it in the bank.
Holy mackerel, you mean like a gag? We worked this gag on Jimmy.
Thank you for the subscription, Rickety Cat. All you need, sure, we'll pick up a telegram blank at lunchtime. Leave it on his desk, and he'll think he won a $25,000.
Oh, brother, where you see his kisser when he reads it?
We are happy to inform you that you have won the Maxford House Coffee Contest.
Oh, this is a typewriter. Tick. Oh, it's me. Yes, and I was just wondering if the jury's reached a verdict yet on the contest. Oh, they haven't? Any minute, huh? Well, thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Click.
I gotta win it. I gotta.
I hope I get it.
Kick, ball change, kick. You sent for me, Mr. Waterbury.
Close the door, McDonald. You had a good lunch, McDonald.
About the same as always.
Nothing wrong with your appetite? You feel well?
Why, sure. I feel fine, Mr. Waterbury.
I've been watching you for some time, McDonald.
Yes, sir. It used to make me kind of nervous.
Not nervous anymore?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir.
Look at this, your morning worksheet. The coptometer you operate is almost foolproof, McDonald, yet you managed to miss your total by a little matter of $11,000. To what do you attribute this?
I don't know, Mr. Waterbury.
Have you troubles at home then? You play the races? Or are you simply incapable of doing your work?
Well, I guess it's the contest, Mr. Waterbury, the Maxford House contest. It's been on my mind. I had no idea it was hurting my work.
Oh? And how much is this prize?
Well, the first prize is $25,000.
Yes. I used to think about $25,000. And then one day I realized I would never have $25,000. And then suddenly, another day, considerably later on in life, I realized something else. I may not be a rich man, but I'm not a failure either. Ambition is all right if it works, but no system could be right where only half of 1% were successes and all the rest were failures. No, I'm not a failure. I'm a success. And so are you if you earn your own living and pay your own bills and look the world in the eye. I hope you win your $25,000, Mr. McDonald. But if you shouldn't happen to, don't worry about it. Now get the heck back to your desk and try to improve your arithmetic.
Yes, sir, Mr. Waterbury. Gosh, thanks a lot.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this?
What's what?
This telegram.
You got me. Kid just brought it in. What's it say?
Huh. Wow. Betty, come here. Everybody, come here.
What the fuck?
Jimmy, what's the matter?
Honey, quick, everybody come here. This telegram, wow. Boys and girls, there comes a time in everybody's life when you just gotta climb up on a desk and let it rip. Yippee!
Don't fart in front of everyone.
Oh, that's really weird. I don't think
Please don't.
Excited, it happens. Hold on, everybody. I've just won the $25,000 Maxford House contest.
Wait, Jim,
I know.
holy shit, boy.
Oh, Jimmy, darling, this is so wonderful. Oh.
Donald, that's wonderful.
Thank you. Look, do you think I could use the company phone or just one call?
Help yourself.
Thanks. Hello. Oh, Astoria 55970. This is really gonna be good.
That's where he lives.
Oh,
Hello? Oh, Mrs. Schwartz, I hate to bother you, but can I talk to my mother a minute? Yes, it's very important. Thank you, Mrs. Schwartz. I'll let you use my phone all you like when I get one. That's the neighbor. She's calling my mother. I know. Shh, hey, shh. Quiet now, everybody. Hello? Mom, no, don't be scared. No, of course I'm not hurt. Mom, listen. Are you a rich woman or a poor woman? No, I'm not crazy with the heat, Mom. Look, Mom, you can go out and buy yourself anything you want. New furniture, automobiles, new dresses.
Oh, the electric dishwasher.
Yeah, the electric the electric washer. You know the one you like, the green one. It's yours, Mom.
Hey, Charlie.
yeah?
This ain't so good.
And the Davenport, the one that turns into the double bed with the crank. It's yours. It's all yours. And anything else you want.
Listen, guys, this is going to cost one Davenport.
I'll tell the world I got a raise.
Oh, and how he got a raise.
Look, we gotta just put him out of his misery.
Yeah, some gag. I know he'd go nuts like this.
Hey, look who's coming, Mr. Baxter.
Mr. Baxter.
Hold on. Happy birthday, Connie.
Connie.
Yes, everything's wonderful, Ma. I'll call you back.
Click.
What's going on around here? What's this? What's a football game? It's not a song to sing.
Hubbub.
Huh?
Hubba.
Yeah, you're supposed to be singing, Ryan.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to do my shot, but it's not a sung song. Words. Yep.
Yeah, do the rhythm.
Where am I? Where are we?
Baxter's next.
Nice.
People are millionaire. Okay.
Hubbub.
What are you doing up on this desk? Never mind what you're doing. You're fired. What's your name?
James McDonald, sir, and this is my fiancée, Miss Casey.
Well, let that be a lesson to you. Well, what's so funny? What is it, Waterbury? Where are you? I demand an explanation.
Mr. Baxter, I really see no point in firing this lad.
And if anyone ought to be fired around here, it's me.
Never mind the noble gesture. I'll decide what's around here, Waterbury.
Wait a minute. You don't understand what's happened, Mr. Baxter. These children are a part of your family, your business family, and anything that happens to them happens to you. This young man you fired has just won the $25,000 Maxford House slogan contest. Ooh. And in my opinion, that's ample reason for this demonstration.
Oh, well, let's just say it is. Congratulations to a young man.
Thanks.
Now, I suppose I'm not going to give up my shot, but I'll hire you back at a fat increase.
Well, I've always liked it here, Mr. Baxter, but a little raise would come in handy.
Hey, don't throw away your shot. You really won the Maxford contest, huh?
Here's the telegram.
And what's going to be your slogan?
Oh, if you don't sleep at night, it isn't the coffee, it's the bunk. Well, it's a play on words. It means if you don't sleep at night,
the coffee keeps you awake. I know.
Yeah, but don't you see this Viennese scientist? He says that
it's a very clear slogan, just the same. It isn't the coffee, it's the bunk. Excellent for the entire industry. You didn't happen to get any idea from Baxter and Son while you were inventing slogans for our competition? Did you know we make coffee too?
I certainly did, Mr. Baxter. I've been trying to give ideas to the advertising department ever since I first came here, but they won't listen to me.
Well, how would you like to come into my office and tell me a few of these ideas?
Yes, sir.
I'll wait here for you, Jimmy.
Oh, no. You come too, my dear. My, 25,000 smackers.
Destruction!
So you see, Mr. Baxter, Mr. Jenkins, Mr. Babcock, I tried to find a slogan for Baxter's Coffee, too. One that would imply that Baxter's was the finest coffee made.
Babcock. That's me. The aristocrat of coffee.
Aristocrat? Babcock, revise your thinking.
Aristocrat? Oh, no, that's been used too much.
Oh.
And what is the slogan for Baxter's, Jimmy?
Baxter's the blue blood coffee. It's bread in the bean.
Jenkins, what's your reaction to this?
My reaction, hold on, sir. I'm cleaning up the place around here.
Are you even listening to this meeting? I need your
yes,
full attention
sir.
here,
I'm
sir.
mulling it over, Chief.
The blue blood coffee, it's bread in the bean.
That's it. Bread in the bean. It's wonderful.
It is. I mean, it is. I can see it all over the nation, Jimmy. You're a genius.
Thank you.
Now that you're a capitalist, I don't know how you'd feel about working for a living, but if you'd care to have a little office here.
Oh, you mean all to himself with his name on the door?
Naturally. And with you as his secretary and of course a reasonable increase in salary, I see no reason why we shouldn't shake hands on it now.
Oh, Jimmy, quick, shake his hand.
Oh, sure. Oh, well, gee, Mr. Baxter, thank you. That's swell. That's fine. I just don't know what to say.
Well, I think you've said quite enough, my boy. Now, why don't you take the afternoon off while we get an office ready for you?
I'd certainly appreciate it. But do you suppose Betty could come along, too?
Why, of course she can. And a little bird tells me just where you'll be headed. Some little jewelry store, I'll wager, huh?
Well, I guess you're not very far off, Mr. Baxter. But first of all, I think I'll go over to Maxford House and pick up that little check.
Oh, yes. We'd almost forgotten that, hadn't we?
Oh, not me. I hadn't.
What? What was your slogan again?
It isn't the coffee, it's the bunk.
Isn't that marvelous? It isn't the coffee. It's the...
But it's bread and the bean. That's one for my money.
Functional!
Precisely.
Well, I don't know how to thank you all. Well, goodbye.
And thank you again, Mr. Baxter.
No, not at all. I had my eye on that boy for some time.
A big future.
Immense.
Jimmy, hey, wait a second, Jimmy.
Hi, Harry. What's on your mind? Need a few bucks?
Hey, hello, buddy. Jimmy, can I talk to you for a second alone?
Oh, could you make it tomorrow, Harry? Gosh, we got to go over and pick up that check. They might think we weren't grateful or something.
Well, that's just what I want to talk to you about. You see, Charlie, Al, and I, we,
Oh, McDonald.
Yes, sir.
What, was that? It's bread in the bean or just bread in the bean?
Oh, it's Mr. Baxter. You see, bread in the bean might sound like bread and butter or something like that.
All right. Yes, naturally. Yes, of course. I don't know why I didn't realize that.
Is that all, sir?
Of course. Have a nice time and don't spend all your money.
We won't. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, and great mind. Oh, do you mind I speak to, do you wish, a great mind. Oh, do you wish to speak to me, Petty Pass?
Oh, me? Oh, no, sir. I was just watching them go out.
Well, it's been quite an exciting day, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it ain't hardly been even begun yet.
Before we present Act 2 of Christmas in July, starring Dick Powell and Linda Darnell. Livy, I want you to stop an argument that's been going on between us.
Oh, not really an argument, Mr. Kennedy. It's a debate.
Well, whatever you call it. The question, Libby, and I've been discussing is...
Do women dress to please men or other women? I say to please you men.
And I'm not touching this at a 10-foot pole. But just try asking a man to describe what a pretty girl is wearing. He can tell you the color of her hair, whether she has good-looking legs and nice hands, but...
Maybe he can't describe her dress, but he'd know it all right if it were but unbecoming.
Well, to be honest, there's one thing a man does notice, and that's the color. Now, I saw a girl in a red dress the other day, and
see, you've admitted my point, but seriously, is it important to wear becoming colors and to have everything you wear look color fresh and lovely? That's why I talk so much about Lux Care for Colors, Mr. Kennedy.
Just a booby trap for us men, huh, Libby?
Well, not entirely, Mr. Kennedy. It's pretty hard on the budget if colors fade or run in washing. But here are the facts. Washing tests have proved that gentle Lux Care keep colors lovely up to 3 times longer.
That's a big difference.
Indeed it is. Gentle Lux Flakes are safe for anything safe in plain water. You see, when you use harsh wash day methods like rough handling or rubbing, strong soaps, and too hot water, well, delicate colors can't stand that kind of treatment.
So whether you're dressing to please the men in your life or impress other women, or to pamper your own pocketbook, the moral is...
Stick to Gentle Lux Flakes for colors. You both agree on that point, Mr. Kennedy.
We pause for now for station identification. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Two of Christmas in July, starring Dick Powell as Jimmy and Linda Darnell as Betty, with Raymond Walburn as Maxford. Dun, 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 dun. It's 45 minutes later, and blissfully unaware that they're the victims of a practical joke, Jimmy and Betty are waiting in the reception room of the Maxford House Coffee Company. In the office of the president, Dr. Maxford is percolating furiously to the announcer of his radio program.
Contests! What good concerts are anyway? Why, they make millions of enemies, and all they prove is that you've got too much money in the first place. Since you can't afford to toss a large chunk of it comes some sap who probably never had a cup of coffee in his life, but it exists on goat's milk.
Oh, it's deplorable, Doctor. Has the jury reached the verdict yet?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Well, maybe if they could hold off until our next broadcast.
No. That would be the intelligent thing to do. That would be useful to the that would be useful to the company that feeds and clothes them and sends the children to college so they grow up to be dumbbells like their parents. Well, what do you want?
The contest winners here, Dr. Maxford.
All right, bring him in.
Yes, sir.
Well, how do you like that?
Then they reached a decision?
How do I know? I'm only the president. Why should I know what the jury of imbeciles bothers to tell me?
Caffeine withdrawals. We're all suffering from caffeine withdrawals.
Thank you, TKH328.
Yep.
Okay.
Oof. Caffeine.
How do I know I'm only the president? How should I know that why a jury of imbeciles bothers to tell me anything? I'll have their heads for this. Well, I'll knock. Well, come in.
Well, how do you do, sir? I have a headache. I have the honor of addressing Dr. Maxford, I presume?
Yeah.
Are you pooping, sir?
This is Don Harper, our announcer.
And this is my fiance, Miss Casey. Oh, God. Why is it so bright in here? Well, it's certainly a pleasure meeting you.
How do you do?
Congratulations.
Ah, gosh, why? Thanks. Here's the telegram, Dr. Maxford.
Yes. Oh, yes. It's great pleasure informing you. $25,000. Kindly. Oh, jeez. Pick up your check. Why aren't you by any chance a coffee drinker? Are you? That does not make sense. Oh, you aren't by any chance a coffee drinker, are you?
Listen, it's too early for this. I'm a coffee drinker. I haven't had some in a while.
Well, that's surprising. You don't by any chance drink any of my coffee, do you?
No, your coffee's shit. We actually we were employed over at
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That. Oh. Oof. That sounds more natural. Oof.
But that could easily change. We'll just put a lot of cream in your coffee. Oh,
yeah.
Can I get a coffee? Oh.
Sure. I think it'd be only fair.
Oh, don't bother, Mr. Oh, jeez, Mr. McDonald. I wouldn't want anybody to think that I had any base of commercial motives on all this. Oh, just give me my money. I just give my money away because I can't sleep at night. I have a guilty conscience.
Yeah. Well, that's my slogan. The one I went with. Yeah. I guess you know all about that.
Guilty conscience, eh? Whew. I can see that my money's well spent. That's a wonderful slogan.
Oh, no, sir. The slogan is if you can't sleep at night, it isn't the coffee, it's the bunk.
I beg your pardon?
It's a pun, damn it.
It certainly is. Well, I can't hardly wait to give you my money, Miss Slidewell.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Miss Slidewell. Yes, sir. Bring me that contest check.
You already called her.
I know I was.
Oh.
Is it?
Yes, Jimmy. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't know whether you've ever had anything like this happen to you, Doctor, but my head is killing me. I can't focus or anything. But to be poor and unknown 1 minute and sitting on top of the world the next minute, that's a feeling nobody can ever take away from me. Except for-
2 pages for the group one, right?
Yeah, we're good.
okay, cool. Oh, that was it?
Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, we've been done.
Oh, cool.
Oh. But it's more than that. It's the knowledge that Jimmy won this contest because he thought up a better slogan than anybody else.
You see, I used to think I had good ideas and I'd get somewhere in the world, but, well, now I know it. And that's what I want to thank you for, Dr. Maxford, even more than the money.
Here's the check, Dr. Maxford.
Yeah, how do you spell your name, young man? Is it MC or MAC?
MAC, sir. James MacDonald.
You know, it's customary under these circumstances to have a few photographers present, or even a microphone or a reporter. But since we do everything here on a highly non-commercial basis, I merely take the pleasure of giving you this small check written out with my heart's blood. And that's all there is to it. Here.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Maxford. I don't know how I can ever find words to thank you for.
Never mind then. Just goodbye and good luck.
Oh, Jimmy, just look at it. Just look.
Oh, boy.
I'm a Slidewell. Get me Bill Docker.
I tried to, sir, when I got the check. He's in his office.
Well, where is he? Down the lobby with the yo-yos? You'll find him. You find him and tell him. Oh, never mind. I'll find him myself. And when it isn't the coffee, it's the bunk. Jumping Jerusalem.
How much
is that blouse over there?
You know what? We could get everything here. The ring and everything all in this one store.
Oh, can I help you?
Oh.
Oh, that diamond ring there in the showcase. Oh, it's so beautiful, Jimmy. Oh,
Holy smoke. I should say so.
I want that one.
But here's a ring of more practical dimensions. Fiery little devil, isn't it?
Does a magnifying glass come with it?
I was only trying to be helpful, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
It's immaterial to me. It is how big a stone you look at.
Fresh guy, huh?
What do you think of this, for instance?
Group accident. You're all at a nightclub and it's really, really loud.
Oh, God.
What do you think of this, for instance?
We're waiting.
I just had a comment real quick.
Yes.
Hey Ryan,
What?
when you do the stop thing,
Yeah.
you got to say it out loud because a couple of us aren't quite looking at the same screen all the time.
Some of us are reading the script.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, good.
I did say stop, but yes. I get you.
Oh, we hit 100 too?
Yes, we did.
Should we sing first? Oh, there goes my face. Huh? Face? Huh?
Singer or nightclub first?
Sing.
They're both group.
first.
There.
Sing first?
First.
Okay.
Sing first. All right, we'll be back to nightclub in just a moment. Yeah, what do you think of this, for instance?
Boy, how much is that one?
I don't know the source.
$12,000.
Oh.
We wouldn't care to spend that much,
Oh no, that's what I thought.
but I could if I felt like it.
You could. Well, that puts everything on an entirely different basis. Now you see, yeah.
Oh, Jimmy, I'm in love with that one. There in the case.
Well, there's no denying it's a lovely little rock.
Well, then I guess we'll take it.
Yes, sir.
Of course, I haven't got the cash with me, but but I've got a check here.
And may I see the check?
Sure.
Oh, he just won the Maxford House contest. See, isn't it wonderful?
Well, I'll be Mr. Schmidt, Mr. Schmidt. Oh, for heaven's sakes, congratulations. I might say 25,000. Congratulations.
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt, kindly cut a groove, would ya?
Crowd happening and stuff.
Now, if you watch closely, I merely remove the 2 cushions, press the button marked night, and with one easy push of the finger, it changes into a double bed. Comes morning, a turn of the crank, and presto! It assumes the characteristics of the finest Davenport money can buy. It's called the Davinola. Mr. McDonald price is $198.50 plus tax.
We'll take it.
You better that
So that's the end of the singing, right?
Yes.
So we also have another group accent after the nightclub, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just so everyone.
Thanks, Connie.
So we're in
Nightclub
the club.
for 2 pages.
nightclub.
Nightclub.
What a bargain you're getting!
I beg your pardon.
Oh. So this one here, Mr. Schindler, the owner of the establishment, this guy.
Congratulations! The check is good! I just found the Maxford Company!
How soon do you think you can send the Davinola? Mrs. McDonald's been waiting for years.
It's already there! Make it a special, Hillbiter!
What'd you call me? Oh, do you suppose your mother would like one?
Huh? Oh, no, thank you, Jimmy. We haven't got the room.
No, it's black. Well, we've got to get her something. We got to get everybody something.
What? Say what? Oh, you know what? Mom's been wanting a new iron for the longest time.
Thanks! It's a pullover! Sorry. She's got it! Compliments of shingles! Free! She's
Betty.
got it!
Betty! Betty, Betty, we've got to get something for Mrs. Schwartz and a doll for Sophie.
A schmall for Schmopey? Oh, yeah.
Oh, and there's old Mr. Zimmerman and the Casey kids. And is this vodka?
Jimmy, we've spent so much, honey. I mean, the ring and the silver fox and the jacket.
No, I already went like an hour ago. I'm fine. But the Finnegan kids and Petrov and Goldstein too.
Well, Tony Marzepple.
And Mr. Romanoff.
Look, you better just work up one side of the street and down the other.
Wonderful. Hey, that's my butt. Okay, Mr. Schindel, where's the toy department?
Well, there's the trucks, Mr. McDonald, all loaded. They'll shoot right up with uptown with everything.
No, don't shoot, please. Thank you.
And for you and Miss Casey, a taxi cab. Also compliments of Schneidel. Hillbiner, put in the other packages. Yes, sir.
What about a schnitzel?
I'm hungry.
How can we ever thank you?
Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, this is what we do. It's a crazy party. And that's not all. From Schneidel's Fernery, here's an orchid for the lady. We're giving them to everyone who comes to the party.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Look.
Was that 2 pages?
I think we're on Schwarzenegger now.
An orchid. Now look, Mr. Schindel. I don't like buying all those things without paying for them.
Kindle is.
Not Jindal.
Something happened with my pages, so I don't know.
Kindle?
Yeah, chunk.
Well, you read his line earlier.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You
Yeah,
did.
you did.
I did.
Did you?
You did. No, I didn't.
I-
I'm paying attention for once.
Ooh.
Oh, yep, I sure did. Sorry about that.
Gotcha. I was
Top of 34.
on that line. I was like, I don't know if we passed it yet. I'm so sorry. Can you give me the line before that?
An orchid. Now look, Mr. Schindel, I don't like buying all those things without paying for them.
Nonsense, Mr. Donald. Mr. McDonald. We're not an honest man when we see one of those boys.
Yeah, well, of course. Well, Mr. Schindel, why don't you take the check and give me the change?
We should have change for such a check.
Well, I'll bring you the money as soon as I put the check in the bank in California.
Well, who's in a hurry? Drop it in any Tim dropping tomorrow.
I certainly will, sir. Well, goodbye.
The taxi's
already.
Ah, shit.
Get
Sorry.
to the
Well,
taxi. Thanks. Goodbye.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Come in and see us again.
Yeah, we will.
No, I said goodbye.
I'm a cab.
With the boy, with the business.
Oh, I'm so happy, Jimmy.
Oh, I feel kind of good myself. Can you see the faces on everybody when we get there?
Yeah, like Christmas in July.
Happy New Year.
Oh, it will be a happy new year too, darling. From now on, everything new and clean and different. And just think, Jimmy, no more worry.
No more worry.
That's the only terrible thing about being poor. Say, what kind of house are we going to have?
Any kind you like. It's hard to keep it going.
Oh, what about the penthouse? Get to the penthouse.
Oh, it's not a penthouse. They come kind of high, don't they?
I was only... Oh, Jimmy, will you love me always?
Of course I will.
For always and always.
Well, I don't know why not.
That's two.
Is that it? It might be a long time. It might be an awful long time.
Yeah, I hope so. The longer and sweeter, baby. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I just don't know what to think, Mr. Zimmerman. Buy anything you want, he says. An automobile, new dresses, furniture, even a Davenport, anything.
I know. Mine, Irving. He drinks too, once in a while.
Oh, but Jimmy, he never takes a drink unless something terrible has happened.
Maybe he lost his job.
But he said he got a raise.
A raise? Who gives raises these days?
Listen, that noise in the street.
What is it?
Maybe a funeral. Look right in front of the house.
Wow, there's stuff happening out
That's a congregation.
Drives a car.
Look, there's Betty.
She's bringing him home in a taxi cab.
Don't you worry, Mrs. McDonald. Maybe it's just a little
Forrest
accident.
Gump for everyone.
Plus, we're all Forrest Gump.
Oh, God.
Lots
The
of chocolate.
chocolates.
Bit me in my buttocks. Okay. Well, don't you worry, Mrs. McDonald. Maybe just a little accident. A leg, maybe. Or a finger.
Jenny. Hey, Jenny.
There he is.
God, I can't do this. Mom, come on down. You too, Mr. Zimmerman.
He's got presents. Oh, geez.
That was pretty good.
This one's hard.
He's got presents for everybody. Get Mr. Schwartz.
Or Mrs.
Mrs.
You got the
Schwartz.
inflection good.
Jimmy boy, Jimmy, drunk as a lord in the middle of the afternoon. I never thought I'd live to see it. Never.
Hey, now, take it easy. There's something here for everybody.
And what isn't here soon will be 3 truckloads.
Wait a second. Oh, here's a doll. Sophie. Hey, where's Sophie?
Jimmy.
Here, darling. In this box of chocolates.
Hey, somebody, find my mother. And look at this, everybody. Look, it's 2 carrots, too.
Oh, wow, it's a ring.
Oh, shit.
Jimmy.
Mom.
Jimmy.
I'm so sad I missed this one.
Mama.
What's happened? Are you drunk? Are you hurt?
Oh, Mama.
Tell me what's going on.
Mom, now look at me, Mom. I'm fine. And everything I told you is true. The Davenport's on the way here and a lot of other stuff. Special truck. So wait till you see, Mom.
Oh, then you get a raise then. Oh, glory.
Mama, sit down. Sit down on the curb. You know how you told me that life is like a box of chocolates and you never know what you're going to get? Well, I may not have guessed the right amount of chocolates in the box, but it doesn't matter. I'll get you dozen new dresses. Look, Mom, here's a check, $25,000.
Jimmy,
Hold on to it, and I'll be right back. I sound like Hugh Hauser.
Well, gosh.
Hey, everybody. Hey, somebody, find the ice cream wagon. Free ice cream. Jenny, free ice cream for everybody.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Ice cream. Mr. Oh, now look, Bidlocker, get wise to yourself. If the slogan's good enough for the 11 of us, who are you to say that it smells?
you smell.
One more crack out of you, Armbrust, and I'll bust you right on the nose.
Sit down, both of you. Now look, Bill Docker, the public was promised they'd hear us announce the slogan winner last night on the radio, so we couldn't agree and we didn't announce it. We've got to announce it by next Wednesday, and I think it's high time we talked this over in a nice, friendly way, of course.
Talk what over?
Everybody but you says this slogan is just what the doctor ordered. Maxford's magnificent and mellow. It's brief, it's smooth, it's pungent.
It's putrid.
And just why is it putrid, Mr. Bill Docker?
Because it smells.
Been here for
You
hours.
smell, you piece of shit.
I grumble. Well. So there you are, Bill Docker. And all the rest of you. Playing poker, I suppose.
Wait. Whoa, wait.
I was
No. Now that the contest is over, I wonder if you would be so kind enough to all get back to your offices and clients and sell a little coffee for a change. Or am I becoming too commercial? And while I'm on the subject, I want to tell you that of all the groups of fatheads that I've ever had in my misfortune to gaze upon, you take the log pail.
And what about the contest?
Well, what about it? Now that you've killed it, what do you want me to do? Hold a postmortem on it?
Don't you want us to choose a winner?
You did choose a winner.
Who chose a winner? We certainly did not choose a winner.
Well, you certainly did choose a winner. What do you mean you didn't choose a winner?
I mean, we haven't reached a verdict yet.
What? Well, you certainly have reached the verdict yet. What are you trying to do? Stand here and tell me you haven't reached the verdict yet?
We have not.
Then why did you send him a telegram telling him that he won? Answer me that.
Send who a telegram?
McTavish.
Nailed it.
We didn't send any telegram. You see.
You didn't?
Who's McTavish?
You didn't send any? Well, you certainly did send a telegram. Jump in Jerusalem. Get my lawyer.
Which one?
Schlimmel, Abercrombie, and Schlitz. Get the police.
Yes, sir.
I don't think that's a real law firm.
Quiet. And get me Schindel Brothers. The important thing is that at the moment, The important thing at a moment like this is to remain cool. Collected. Holy Moses. Call the bank. What's the matter with everybody? Call my bank.
He looks like a fool.
Oh, look at them, Jimmy. It's so wonderful. I could cry. It's the best time they've ever had in all their lives. The whole darn neighborhood. Just look at them.
What?
Oh,
Cowboy from a children's show.
oh my God.
Southern, just
I guess.
good old Southern, like
I'm
good
gonna
old
take
boy.
that line again then. Oh, look at them, Jimmy. It's so wonderful. I could cry. It's the best time they've ever had in their whole lives. The whole darn neighborhood. Look at them.
Thank you, Jesse.
Gee, you see what money can do, honey? Things like this. Oh, vendor.
Vendor's
Vendor,
red.
I think, is just.
Oh, is it?
Say the one.
I got it. Hey, Jimmy, I'm running out of hot dogs.
Well, we'll get another load. It's all on me, brother.
Good. Hot dogs. Hot dogs.
Wait, you didn't forget no one, Jimmy. A present for everybody. Everybody but yourself.
What do I want a present for? I've got you.
Oh, thank you, Darden. You're like,
Ooh, I'm a truck.
That would be on a kid's show. Look, here comes a truck with Mom's Davenport. Said it's a truck and all.
doggy. She'll love it, Jimmy. She say, Jimmy, isn't that Mr. Shindell getting out of that truck?
Whew, but he didn't have to come down here himself. Come on, baby, let's find Mom.
Oh, shit, my mom.
Leave it all the way, boys. Everything you see. I'm a bunch of thieves and robbers.
Hey, mister, what's the big idea of grabbing my scooter?
It happens to be my scooter.
What do you mean? Jimmy McDonald gave it to me. Yeehaw!
And when I get through with that low-life McDonald's,
Well, here. What's going on around here? Pew, 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 pew.
arrest them, officer. All these people, arrest them.
Who do you think you are? Pew, Jay, pew, Edgar, pew, Hoover?
You're so dumb. Yeah, what? I tell you, all this merchandise is the property of the Schindel brothers.
And who's got it now?
You got eyes, these loafers, enjoying themselves with some of my best numbers. You, young lady, come back with that dolly buggy.
Golly, I don't have to, do I?
No, pew, pew. Beat it, kid, beat it. Wahoo! Have a good time.
I tell you, everything is stolen down to the last pogo stick.
Stolen? What's stolen?
Grab him, officer, that lowlife. He comes to my store with a phony check, and when I ask him,
Phony check? Who shoot?
lowlife, he ain't even had the decency to run away.
Hey now, listen you, I was just riding in on my horsey.
Officer, arrest that man.
Arrest him? You starting that again? Now calm down and tell me what he's supposed to have done.
I've been telling you, he's supposed to walk into my store and flash a sour check in my face. He's supposed to walk out with a diamond ring, which I suppose I don't see on that young woman's finger. I suppose, and a nice fur coat, which I suppose she ain't showing off in spite of the weather.
Was Jimmy in his store, Betty?
Well, sure he was. So was I. Jimmy offered him the check, but he didn't want to take it.
Rubber checks he offers me yet.
Who says it's rubber checks? Are you nuts?
Dr. Maxford of Maxford House. Maybe he's nuts.
Listen, Dr. Maxford gave Jimmy that check himself. I saw him.
Oh, that was me. Oops. Well, me. If Jimmy says somebody gave him a check, then somebody gave him a check.
Now, Mom, take it easy. It's just a little mistake somewhere.
Well.
Okay, Schindel. Now go on home and think it over.
Listen, you, I'll break you in so many pieces, all of you. You're all witnesses. This officer refuses to arrest you.
Are you trying to intimidate an officer in pursuit of his duty?
Who's trying to imitate anybody? Yes. I want my things and my ring and my Maxford to say his next line.
Maxford?
Have you the nerve to even speak to me, young man?
A little bit higher, bud.
Officer, arrest the man.
That's been tried before.
Dr. Maxford.
Have you the nerve to even speak to me, young man?
What are you talking about? I just want you to tell these people that you gave me a check.
What check?
What check? Why, you're the one who gave it to him in your office.
Let me see it.
Certainly, here.
Oh, that check. Oh, now I feel better.
Wait a minute.
Crook, destroying evidence.
Who are you? You burglar?
Schindler, you snook.
Officer! I want all these men thrown in jail.
Listen, Mussolini, I am not...
Now, Dr. Maxford, if there's been something wrong, why did you give me the check? Why did you send me the telegram?
I never sent you a telegram in my life. I never even heard of you.
Well, you're not going to say you didn't give me the check.
Well, that was entirely a mistake. I suspected you the minute you walked into my office.
You mean I didn't win?
You know perfectly well you didn't win.
Oh, Jimmy.
Gee, I...
Wait a minute. He's entirely responsible. This Maxford. This is an honest boy, ladies and gentlemen, and this numbskull here gives him a check. I should take back the merchandise I sold on good... faith. Driver, take the Davenport up to the lady's apartment. Enjoy it in good health, my friend. A present from Dr. Maxford.
I'll see you in Hoboken before I pay you for anything.
And I'll see you in court, where I guarantee you'll pay for everything. Pass the ice cream cones around. With love from Dr. Maxford. He's paying for everything, including court costs.
Well, there's one present I have for you. Here.
Son of a... officer, I'm assaulted with a bloody nose yet. Oh, nose, not mouth.
Okay, the two of you. I'll teach you to make trouble on my beat. Whee! Whee! You're going for a ride, both of you. Come on.
Jimmy, where have you been, darling?
Oh, just walking.
Everybody's gone now. I've been sitting here on the steps waiting for you.
I couldn't face them, Betty.
Look, supper's ready, Jimmy. Been ready for an hour. Why don't you come up? Oh, it doesn't matter, honey. You can't lose something you never had. I don't want his old ring or his old skunk.
You know what I can't figure out is who sent that telegram.
Jimmy. Isn't that Harry coming down the street? And Charlie?
Yeah, they're carrying something.
Well, it looks like it's a Davenport. Well, there's Al too.
Hi, Betty.
What in the world are you all doing?
We got something for you, Jimmy. Oh, it's me. It's the kind of Davenport. It is the kind you ma wanted.
The crank fits on here, and when you turn it...
It makes it into a full-size double bed again. The guy says it works swell.
Oh, I don't know what you had to go... I don't know what you had to go get that for.
Well, we kind of hoped it made up for that phony telegram we rigged up.
It was supposed to be a gag, Jimmy. Just a gag.
It wasn't a very funny joke. We're sorry, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, I I see. I get it. Well, thanks for the Davenport. You can bring it upstairs if you want.
Oh, gee, thanks, Jimmy.
We was awfully worried. We figured maybe you'd be sore or something.
No, I'm not sore. If you're going up now, tell my mom I won't be home for supper.
Sure, I'll tell her, Jimmy. Okay, guys, let's lug her up.
Jimmy, where are you going?
I don't know.
May I go with you?
Oh, if you want to, it doesn't matter. I guess nothing matters anymore.
Yay! Applause! I'm so sad.
Cheer up, Charlie.
Before Dick Powell and Linda Darnell return for Act 3 of Christmas in July, Libby wants you to listen to something.
See if you can tell the difference between these two sounds. Bing! Yes, one's short and one's long, but that's not all. Listen again carefully. Bing! That's right. The second one lasted 3 times longer than the first. Now, that's exactly what can happen with your undies if you wash them the wrong way. They soon look old and drab. But if you use Lux Flakes, they can stay lovely 3 times as long. Quite a difference, isn't there? But it's true. Actual washing tests proved it. We purposefully washed pretty slips and nighties the wrong way, with strong soap and too hot water. You should have seen them after 30 washings of that kind. Half their color was gone, and some of the straps and seams were frayed and pulled apart. But then we washed the same kind of undies in gentle, lukewarm Lux Suds, and they came out beautifully. Still colorful and lovely and new-looking. Now, I know you don't want to ruin perfectly good undies, proving to yourself what wrong washing can do. So take it from me. Don't risk your undies with soaps that are strong. Lux keeps them new-looking 3 times as long.
Now our producer, Mr. Lionel Barrymore.
After the play, we'll have a chat with our stars. But now the curtain rises on the 3rd act of Christmas in July, starring Dick Powell and Linda Darnell with Raymond Wahlberg. A few hours ago, Jimmy McDonald had $25,000 in cash and a couple of million in self-confidence. Right now, his physical assets total about 95 cents. And spiritually, well, there's more starch in your laundry bag. Jimmy's wandered all the way downtown. Force of habits brought him now to his office building. Betty's still at his side, and she says nothing when he takes the elevator to the floor marked Baxter and Son.
Who's that? Was that you, Mr. Jimmy?
Hello, Sam.
Be careful, sir. You don't want to slip on the floor. I've just been mopping up. Evening, Miss Casey.
Funny how different an office seems at night when no one's here.
Well, I always say how funny this office looks in the daylight.
Forget to turn out the light in Mr. Baxter's office, Sam?
Oh, no, sir. I don't forget. Mr. Baxter's still in there, working away on something or another.
Well, you'd hoped he'd be in there, didn't you, Jimmy?
Oh, and in a way, I guess I hoped he wouldn't be.
Why don't you wait and tell him in the morning?
Sure, I'm glad to hear about your good luck, Mr. Jimmy. Wouldn't be needing a valet now, would you?
No, thanks, Sam.
Well, sir, I guess you're right. Pride rides before the fall. But it sure ain't everybody that hits the jackpot while they're young and all.
You said it.
Meow.
A kitten.
Yes. Hello, cat.
Sam, is it good luck or bad luck when a black cat crosses your path?
Miss, I ever say that depends on what happens afterwards.
You said it, Sam.
But it sure don't happen to everybody, sir. Oh, your new office is ready for you, Mr. Jimmy.
Oh, I see.
See the door? The cleaning man just got through. You see what it says on the door?
Let's look at it, Jimmy, honey.
Yeah. Mr. James McDonald.
Aw, it's beautiful.
Careful. I guess the paint's still wet.
Oh, I guess it wouldn't hurt if we went in and sat down for a minute.
Oh, it was going to be nice, wasn't it? Oh. Oh, now stop it, honey. Oh, shit.
For the 4th of July, 1 page of Yankee Doodle for you all.
Oh crap.
Oh, singing. Oh, wait.
Singing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like a group accent, but musical.
You know what? We'll do you better. We'll give you.
I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy.
So wait, what are we doing? Are we gonna sing it? Or are we
Yeah,
just
we'll do your lines to the tune of Yankee Doodle.
Okay.
But only for one page. That's why it's like.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Jimmy.
Come on, cut it out now, please, Betty.
Well, may I come in? I heard you talking to Sam.
Oh, I was just coming in to see you, Mr. Baxter. We stopped in to take a look at the office.
Well, I hope you like it.
Oh, it's just a. Oh man. Oh, it's just lovely. I'm Mr. Baxter.
Yes, it isn't very young. It isn't every young man who gets his own office and a private. Oh, that's on my line.
It's fine. Keep going.
Nope, keep going. You do it.
This is a very young man who gets his own office and a private secretary at your age. A great man of a great many of them, I'm afraid, it would be go to their heads. But if I think you have found your feet pretty solidly on the ground.
Thank you, Mr. Baxter.
And we're good now, right? Or is a little more?
Only half a page.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sincerely Mr. Jenkins, and I discussed our little meeting at great length. And I want you to know that we are genuinely impressed, genuinely so.
Genuinely.
America.
Well, that's certainly nice to hear, Mr. Baxter.
Yes, the more we thought about your ideas, the more aware we became of their pugnancy, their brevity of their sparkle.
Rusty Tooth says, throw an easy song, and this is what happened.
I'm so glad I'm not part of this.
All right.
Thank you. I lost the song in my head now.
Someone go for the meat of the song.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. It's certainly nice to hear. I would be something.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yes.
dun, 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 dun.
Yes, you have a genuine talent for slow. It doesn't still. Genuine talent for slow. Yeah. It must be like having an ear for music. That's doesn't.
What a line.
No, take me, I sing flat. And now you want to a foreign slugger.
Goodness,
Right
man.
in the bean, hot diggity.
Well, it's certainly wonderful to hear, Mr. Baxter. I've kind of got something on my mind, but you've certainly made me feel a lot better. Yeah.
Boom. Done. Hey.
I'll wager he has something on his mind, huh, Miss Casey?
Oh, it's not what you're probably thinking, Mr. Baxter.
Oh? Oh, Jimmy?
I'm sorry, I lost my place. There we go. Well, it's just this, sir. Now, look, if my ideas were good this afternoon, then they're still good, aren't they? I mean, they'd have to be. They're still the same ideas.
Well, of
Well,
course they
yes, they
are.
are.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Thank you.
You
Of
agree.
course they
Of
are.
course they are.
Of course they are.
I'm not quite sure that I received your thought.
But well, I mean, if you thought the ideas were good this afternoon, you still think they're good, don't you?
Well, of course I do. Why?
Well, I mean, since they're good, they're still good. They'd have to be good, and then it wouldn't make so much difference if I
It wouldn't make any difference.
any difference if I hadn't won the contest, the Maxford House contest, would it?
Of course it would make a difference.
Oh, it would?
Well, certainly it would.
But
why?
I'm no genius, but I didn't hang on to my father's money by backing my own judgment, you know. I make mistakes every day. Sometimes several times a day. I've got a whole warehouse full of mistakes. I should say it would make a difference. You see, I think your ideas sound good because they sound good to me. But I know your ideas are good because you won this contest over millions of others.
But yes, but you see, Mr. Baxter...
It's what you might call commercial insurance, like for a racehorse. If a horse wins the Kentucky Derby, well, then you back him for the Preakness.
But I didn't win it.
The Preakness?
The contest. I didn't win anything. It was a joke.
A joke?
That's what they meant it to be.
Who did?
Oh, some of the fellows. They didn't mean any harm. They just wanted to see how I would look when I got the news, I guess.
Ah, well, just give me their names and we'll see how they look when they get the news.
Oh, I wouldn't care to do that, Mr. Baxter. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? After I spend a whole afternoon listening to a lot of baloney entirely predicated upon the winning of this contest and giving you the office?
Oh, but Mr. Baxter, how about it's bread and the bean, the blue blood coffee?
Well, I don't know what about it. We'll find that out. There's plenty of time for that, but I won't be made a fool of. You understand? I can't go around handing out private offices and secretaries on the strength of a practical joke. That I personally consider far from funny.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It'll be kind of hard to face that gang tomorrow back in my old desk.
It'd be just as hard to face from in here, if you didn't belong here. Uneasy lies the head that...
He does belong in here, Mr. Baxter.
Now, what is the joke this time?
He belongs in here because he thinks he belongs in here because he thinks that,
Oh, that's all very deep dish and highfalutin, but far more practical.
It is practical, Mr. Baxter. It's the most practical idea you ever had. He belongs in here because he thinks he has ideas. He belongs in here until he proves himself or fails. And then somebody else belongs in here until he proves himself or fails. And then somebody else after him, and so on and so on and always. Oh, I don't know how to put it into so many words like Jimmy could, but all he wants, all any of them want, is a chance.
A shot.
A chance to show, to find out what they've got while they're still young and burning, like a shortcut or a stepping stone. Oh, I know they're not going to succeed. At least most of them aren't. They'll all be like Mr. Watergray soon enough. More of them anyway, but they won't mind it. They'll find something else and they'll be happy because they'll have had their chance. Because it's one thing to muff over a chance when you get it, but it's another thing to never have had a chance. Oh, please, Mr. Baxter. His name's already on the door and he's so excited about this.
Well, if anything decided me, that would be it.
Oh, Mr. Baxter.
Now you've talked enough. The desk's already been moved in and the name's painted on. As you so skillfully pointed out. So we'll try it for a very short time and at no advance in salary. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And for a very short time.
Yes, sir.
After all, this is a business institution, not a cultural or governmental project.
Oh, you'll never be sorry, Mr. Baxter.
Yes? Well, I'm a little bit sorry already. So just let it go at that. Good night. Try to be on time in the morning.
Oh, you were wonderful. You'll always be wonderful. I'm just a little bit leery about me.
Oh, don't talk like that, Jimmy. This is the chance of a lifetime, darling. And you know you've got what it takes. You know it.
I don't know. I never did know until I got that telegram, and now I don't know anymore. I'm like Mr. Baxter. That's why I understood him and didn't say anything, see?
Well, even if it shouldn't work out, it's brought us together, darling, and that's something. Listen, I've still got the ring to prove it, and you can't back out on me now, or I'd sue you. We've got plenty to be thankful for, Jimmy. Oh, you poor kid.
Yeah. Well, let's go.
Meow.
There's that weird cat again.
Well, maybe he brought us luck, Jimmy.
Maybe. Good night, Sam.
Good night, sir. Good night.
What's so funny?
I was just thinking how ridiculous Dr. Maxford looked this afternoon arguing with Mr. Schindel.
That poor old buzzard.
What an idiot.
Bill Duggar, of all the colossal gal, what do you mean by coming to my home and waking me up?
I've got some news for you. It took a little doing, but I finally won those clucks over. What a jury.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore. This has been the stupidest, most asinine, most infuriating.
Well, but wait until you hear the winning slogan.
I don't wish to hear the winning slogan. I don't want to hear another word about the homeless. Pick your winner, send him a check, and tell him to go soak in his head.
Listen to this. Is this good? If you don't sleep at night, it isn't the coffee, it's the bunk.
Go, Bill Duggar.
It's what you call a pun. And believe me, some pun. We just sent the winner a telegram, a guy by the name of James McDonald. And why, Dr. Maxford, how pale you look. Yay!
Good ending.
In just a moment, our stars will return for a curtain call. These days, all our thoughts are on the job our fighting men are doing. It's up to us to back them in every detail. They'll need more and more supplies, ammunition, synthetic rubber tires, yes, and the drugs for the wounded. Your used kitchen fats help to make all these things, so keep filling up that can on the back of your stove.
You know, ever since D-Day, I've tried to double the amount of fat I've been saving. The way I see it, our boys are doing an all-out job in Europe, and we've got to do an all-out job here at home too. All the little jobs that add up to so much, like saving every last drop of used fat.
Now that we can have meat more often, it should be easy to turn in twice as much as we used to. Even though meats aren't rationed, those 2 red ration points tokens you get for every pound of waste fats still come in handy for steaks, certain kinds of cheese, and butter.
You know, Mr. Kennedy, there's one thing I don't understand about that.
What's that, Libby Collins, Hollywood reporter?
Why is it that they give us points for used fats when we don't have to pay any for new ones like shortening and lard?
The government doesn't want to use good cooking fats for industrial uses unless it's necessary to do so.
I should hope not.
So they're asking women to turn in old burned used fats for our warplane. Keep right on saving every drop of used kitchen fat. Keep a tin can by the stove, then take it to your butcher when it's full and collect 2 points and 4 cents for every pound. It'll be on its way to a warplane in 3 weeks. Keep on saving used fats. Now, here's Mr. Barrymore with our stars.
Now, in any theater I've ever seen, this is the time for a curtain call, and nobody's ever earned one more than Dick Powell and Linda Darnell. Well, thank you, Lionel. It was swell working with you. Dick, you'd better call me LB. LB? Yup, it's a rule here, you know. The producer has to be called by his initials.
Well, I guess when you first came to Hollywood, Mr. Barrymore, things were a little different than they are now.
When I got off the train, Linda, there were hundreds of, Indians all over the place. Fuck me.
I'll allow it.
Oh, then you were here before Mr. DeMille, huh?
No, the Indians were working in one of DeMille's pictures. I was a youngster of 35 or so. How old were you when you started working in pictures, Linda?
Oh, 15. I mean, 15.
Lionel probably started on the stage about the same age, huh? Oh, no, Dick, you see, everybody in my family wears the same costume for their first appearance on the stage.
Oh, rompers?
No, diapers. I'd go see you in diapers myself. the fuck? Incidentally, did you leave a word about next week's play?
Keep going, you're doing great.
He'll be back tomorrow, Dick, and the play will be It Happened Tomorrow, and the stars will be Don Amesh and Ann Baxter. And if you've ever dreamed of all the money you could make and all the wonderful things you could do if you only knew exactly what was going to happen tomorrow, this is the story. It's a strange drama of a man and a girl and tomorrow's newspaper. Well, I'll be listening, Lionel. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
We made it.
Oh, we got so far before it got bad.
Our soul roids we don't read them ever.
No.
Listen,
Never.
as the token Native American with his membership card, I'll allow the Indian thing.
All right. Okay.
Oh man.
I love the Lux commercial that like has absolutely no real scientific breakdown. It's just like, yeah, we did it in hot water and then lukewarm water. No. That's not okay.
And like,
This sound is longer than this sound.
Yeah, definitely. See, it makes sense. Like, right? The sound, the logic.
Longer, it's better.
I just like how Corey couldn't say undies without laughing.
I was like, why are we saying? I just like.
It
What
wasn't.
would they say instead? Like drawers or something? Like
Yeah, doors,
Undergarments.
undergarments, under things, like undies.
your G-strings will shine like nobody's business.
They'll say so colorful.
I like that. It's cute. It's a money. Your trendy son.
Hey, you guys want to try that call again?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay,
Now that I
We definitely know she's there.
I'm ready. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
That's if she stuck with us the whole show.
Mhm.
She just commented.
She just said, yeah.
Connie, answer your phone.
Fucking phone, Connie.
Do we do it to Yankee Doodle Dandy?
Hello.
Happy
Hello?
birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Connie. It's your fucking birthday. It is not the 4th yet, cause it is your day.
Aw.
Happy birthday, Connie. Happy birthday, Connie. Happy birthday, Connie. And happy birthday, Connie.
Woo. Yay.
Thanks for watching the show, Connie.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
You wasted your birthday night.
Okay, that's it. We're gonna hang up now.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Oh man.
I hurt myself. Ow.
You need to remember to breathe.
Get old,
My
cucumber.
lungs, it wasn't my lungs. I smashed my hand on something, bringing it up
Oh no.
like really hard. It's all white.
I also like Ryan's interpretation of Yankee Doodle Dandy. I've never heard that rendition before.
Brand new.
I like his take on not throwing away my shot as well.
Is there any singing in that song?
Huh?
Sure.
All I know is
Yeah.
like I'm not throwing away my.
Yeah. There's literally it's all spoken word. It's just like in rhythm and like the
Right.
words.
So if anything, it's easier because you don't have to worry about melody.
No, because you're trying to match the rhythm, and that's the words are not the same syllable length, and they're just.
Leave Ryan alone, cucumber.
Like 90% of the shows.
Yeah, this is normal.
That's his best. Like all of us.
That's true.
I'm doing my best.
I did my best.
And something
Yeah.
about Forrest Gump, like it's easier in your brain and your mouth doesn't do what
Right.
your brain is telling you to.
And then you hear what your mouth is doing, and then it's like, oh no.
Oh, this is not the same.
And ice cream.
And then we all realize how bad.
I mean, there's no wrong Forrest Gump. Even Forrest Gump's accent is awful.
Mhm.
I like that we all picked different kinds of kids show cowboys though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one.
That was fun.
Oh man.
Well, thank y'all for coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna rate our friends, Catherine Lynn.
Wait.
Yes. Yeah, he's not on.
Okay.
Yes,
looked-
he
But thank you for the sub,
Oh, he is.
buddy.
What?
is. No, mind. Forget it.
I
Is
looked.
he?
I literally just looked.
He's going on right now.
Oh, he's about to go on.
He's
Oh, literally right now? Well, then I'll go there. I haven't even selected yet.
Well, then we'll just go there.
Yeah. So then, who are we gonna raid?
So are we
Yeah.
waiting now?
Not Catherine Lynn, apparently.
Wait, like a second.
So we
We're
need
gonna
to
wait a
just, like vamp. We just
Yeah.
need to wait.
Use the van for a second.
Yeah.
You're a Yankee Doodle Dandy.
It's very apt because people are blowing shit up like right outside the garage. I don't know if you heard the firecrackers earlier, but they're like right there.
Yeah.
No.
All good. What's everyone's plans for the 4th?
Eat some
You know,
hot
at home
dogs.
away from sickness.
I'm also kind of sick of fireworks already.
Yeah.
Oh man, my poor dog, our little buddy.
Oh, thank you for the gift.
Oh, well, thanks for the gift.
Thanks for the gift subs, Yosef Bukar.
Funny enough, I haven't heard any fireworks tonight yet. Maybe
Really?
they're saving them for tomorrow.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
hearing
a lot
like
of
me.
people are
I haven't
saving
heard
it for
anything.
tomorrow.
There we go.
It'll be nuts.
You got
I think I should, because I've already played Assassin's Creed 3. I think I'll just go back and just kill some redcoats in honor of 4th of July.
Might as well, right? Still on the redcoats.
Nice. I'm gonna watch Buffy like a good American.
Yay!
I'm gonna eat lots of meat.
Sandlot's a good American movie.
Oh, that's a great one. We should watch that.
I
America.
have a
So America.
1776. That's what I'm gonna watch tomorrow. Hamilton today. 1776 tomorrow.
Where do
Today,
you?
there's no more today.
Is 1776 on a
Not for you.
streaming service?
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, me and my dad watched it recently, actually.
What was it on?
Service.
What's 1770?
Princess Voodoo.
1776 was another American musical back in the day, starring Mr. Feeney, and it's delightful.
Mr. Feeney!
All right, we finally got the raid to work, so we're sending you over to our friend Chris. Go send some love.
Oh, it's on.
You
Oh,
guys
on
met him,
Voodoo.
met him on Perception Check once.
Voodoo.
Couple times.
Yes, he's also the brain behind Ralphie and the Ringy Coos. Kids
In the
book.
ringy coos.
All right, see you all Sunday.
Happy Fourth.
Happy
Happy Fourth.
I remember Tulip.
Bye.
She's gonna watch
Mermaid Tulip. Were you here the whole time?
Yeah, the whole time.
Okay, bye.
We'll see
was
you
lucky.
next week. Have a great night.
lucky.